In today's lesson, we are in a special place, New York City at Marcel Academy, where I used to train, and I'm here with my good friend, Karen. He's gonna show us a small detail from the shoulder crunch that I believe he learned from Marcel, and he'd like to share with us. So let's take a look. All right.
Okay. So firstly, when we get into this position, you've got to understand, I'm always going to lose his elbow if his head starts to get in line with mine. Once, it doesn't matter how tight I squeeze, if his head goes in line with me, he'll start to slip his elbow and it's always going to come out. So your whole job is, can you keep his head down to the side and low, okay? Now, if we're just here and I just try to go like this, I'm going to keep losing. So we have to use our hooks, start and off balance, and start bringing this underhook across. You can see his head is down low to the side. Now I can get a shoulder crunch and keep him there. My elbow pointing as high as I can. I want this arm as deep over, and it's gonna stay there, okay? Once we get here, a big problem I see people do is when they try the sweep, their elbow starts to fall to get the sweep, because they want to turn, their elbow falls, but now he can post his head, and this happens, okay? So we never relinquish this control, right? Now this is another concept. When we're sweeping with a butterfly hook and we're using underhooks, rather than this tipping action, I'm actually doing a stretching upwards, right? Now at the same time as I go up, my foot goes on the hip, look how my elbow stays high, I fall back, and look how I've got his complete side of his body open. Now we just start to turn. Coming up on top, keeping the shoulder crunch to the end.
So that was very, that's what the channel is about, small details, and that's why I like to take advantage and share with you guys these important details. So let's take a look one more time. Kind of what I mentioned was about the elbow line secured the moment that you start applying the shoulder crunch, people potential rush, right? So when they rush, they miss the elbow, okay? So very good detail. So let's point it out real quick here. So the entry, right? He's tight. So now he needs to extend my arm to go. Yes, here we go. Now it's hard for me to post. Very good point. He has a very strong bite on my shoulder right here. So, and then he goes, push, and then now I'm vulnerable right here, and now it's very easy to apply this with very interesting detail right here. Can you show us a little bit of how you enter that from close guard? So we're in a close guard, right? Let's take advantage since we're here. So we're in a close guard. So how you enter? Show everybody how you enter here.
So in close guard, it's going to be the same thing, where this underhook, I can't settle for this. It has to be where I'm trying to reach my thumb to the far side of his neck. So I start to hip escape, getting angle, where my underhook goes to the far side of his neck.
Show the grip here.
Now I prefer to have the head just to control his posture while I get my hooks in. If I go here too early, again, his head comes in line, he gets his elbow out. So I keep him down. Now I figure out, how am I going to get space? Am I going to hip escape? Am I going to push with my legs? I do whatever I can to start getting my feet inside, hooks in. Now we swap over, keeping in mind, I've got to keep his head down. So if he decides to posture up, that's fine. I come up too, I keep him down, and now we start to play here. Whatever we do with our hooks, our legs, is fine, but like I said, I can't be changing my upper body control. This stays the same. And what we do down here is going to depend on how he reacts, okay? So another thing too, try and stay seated if you can. We're going to fight everything up here. If I commit myself to here, now he has a better ability to get his head in line with mine, and all of a sudden his elbow is gone. So your whole job, just keep his head to the side and down, and then we start to work. And then obviously too, now because I have all this space, we have opportunities to start going to the upper body attacks as well.
So guys, that's important details, and I'm very excited that I came here to show you guys, especially this small detail. I have some shoulder crunch variation front close guard, but nothing like this. So I'm glad that he showed important details with the elbow control, the head. So I hope you guys like it. And if you had a chance to come to New York, you have to stop by Marcelo's and learn in person this small detail with Kanai. Okay, so thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.